the last few days I've been uploading consistently on my birthday vlog, and today I decided that I'm gonna still continue coming through with my market overview. I know you guys are always waiting on Monday for me to upload those videos, but they are gonna be helping you to be able to see what you can expect from the market throughout the week. And we'll be looking at NASDAQ, US30, and as well GBPJPY. I love the fact that the market is very clear as ever, and I'm already seeing setups and opportunities that I'm actually looking forward to capitalize on. And on top of that, guys, I'm not feeling a bit too well. My chest is a bit this, my nose and all of that. But like, yeah, it's just it's chill things, you know. So I don't want you guys to be saying my voice is like this and that and that. But yeah, so let us get straight to today's video, where we are going to be speaking about the markets. Obviously, what else can I not be talking about if it's not the markets? If you're finding any value from the videos that I do, please do just make sure that you like this video, comment below, tell me how this video has actually helped you out. And on top of that, subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I believe that it will help other people be able to just benefit as much as it did benefit. Remember, I'm not asking for a single cent from you. All you have to do is just like and subscribe, that's all. But yeah, let's get straight to it, guys. So looking here, I've got US 100 right here. I'm gonna start off first at the daily time frame, and as soon as I've got here US 100, I've got here, I was looking at now here previously a few months ago right here. I think it's a year ago looking at it, né? So this is a year. Okay, it's actually 2 years, because this is 2022 right here, 2021 right here, and 2020. So one thing that I like is that 2 years ago, on literally like, you know, months such as now, because you can see it's like the end of September, which is like literally approaching October, price reached this level of lowness, which is somewhere around here, and looking at it, 10,680, somewhere around here. But from there it started going up. It has never been lower than this ever before. So the previous year, then we started seeing price start to move down, and it started to want to approach that level, which now, as I've got this year, my support level, I'm seeing price break. It did break. I'm seeing price go a bit more, maybe test here. But even if it doesn't, we still can start seeing some buyers anywhere from here continuing back up on the daily time frame, representing that bigger momentum on the bigger time frame. But now let me come to the 4 hour. That's just on the bigger time frame, guys. Remember, bigger time frame just helps us be able to understand what's going to be happening in the longer term run, instead of trying to just benefit in those shorter term movements. Even though during the day, my day trading methods, during the day, I'll literally look at the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, the 1 hour. It doesn't mean that you know, just because I look at the daily, and if it goes down, I didn't make profit. No, I can look at the daily, I'm now analyzing. But remember, there's a difference between analyzing and like literally just placing trades. When I'm analyzing, I can show you what can happen. I can do this from different time frames. But when I'm trading, I'm going to look at the time frame that I'm going to execute in. Like, let's say now, for instance, I know the momentum is on the daily. I already have those things, the analyst in my head. But when I'm trading now, I'm going to be diving down to a smaller time frame where I'm much more comfortable with. If I want to just like, you know, maybe day trade that, and then I'll be able to secure some trades and manage it as accordingly. But if I want to invest on my trades, then maybe I can just let them run type thing, you know, like get them from the 1 hour time frame or something similar to that. So it depends also on what my goal is. Like, we all have different goals in the market, so you can't trade exactly the same way as you trade with me. Whether you're in my private signals team or whether you are like literally just following my way, you can't trade the exact same way, because there's an outcome, there's a different outcome for each and every specific trade that I'm placing in the markets. Okay, so I can see on the 4 hour, we've got your first touch, second touch, third touch. Price basically just gave us a lower high, and then boom, it went down. It broke below this previous support area here, broke below. So I'm seeing price just try to push down here. Maybe a short term sell. Still a lot of people, you'll see it on a small time frame, but a short term sell all the way down to here, and from here we can start seeing buyers. Okay, let me just go on the 60-minute. I said 6 minutes. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 16 minutes right here. Okay, so on the 16 minutes, you can simply see that, okay, yeah, we've got this impulse, this push to the downside. Then price started giving us a young correction right here, and followed by the next impulse, which happened to have broken below right here, which is our previous support. We broke below here. So one of the things that I'm now waiting for is that correction that will allow me to enter on my sell. So that correction could either be like, you know, maybe a sort of like a retest here, and I'll take that sell going down, or anything that could just like start, like maybe the market will just start to just correct like this, and then I would be able to just get that sellers right here. But that's what I'm waiting for now, and obviously I'll be getting that on a much more smaller time frame because I'm not too comfortable with like let's say catching trades on a 1 hour time frame and having my stop loss be huge, and you know, all those things that having catching trades on a bigger time frame would do. Unless, like I did say, if like I'm very busy and I'm doing something else, I'll barely look at the market that week. That's when I can find like a 1 hour entry, 4 hour entry, and then I'll execute and then I'll let them run, so that I don't think about them or worry about them throughout the whole week. I can just focus on my things. But most of my times I'm just focusing on I'm executing trades, securing, like I literally block out things to do just so I can be able to execute trades here, because truly speaking, guys, there can be a lot of things that you can do out there in the streets, but just by being here at home and being on the laptop, for me, it's the best thing ever, because I'm able to, you know, pay my daughter's school fees just doing this. So yeah, let me just say we did push down. So remember, we got that first impulse correction, the next impulse. So what's followed next? It's a correction, man. So that correction that's coming, it will either just go all the way. You can see it already started. We had this engulfing, we had this. So we can have something similar to this as the market opens, and once you get here, you can have something like this, and then automatically you'll be able to just put this up like this, and we'll be able to get sellers anywhere, maybe when price breaks below somewhere here, stop loss just somewhere around here. And why I love this is because the risk compared to reward on this is so good. Take a look at this, see how I caught it versus where I'm trying to go. The risk reward is like 4.9. Love this. 497. I love this, man. So this is what we're looking for here. This is US 100. Let me just take a look at US 30. There we go. Okay, let me just do this. Daily. Let me start off first on daily. There we go. Perfect. So I believe on US 30, it's been a while though since I actually did execute a trade on US 30. But looking at it, just by here, we can simply see that we've got this area that has broken out, and now we are here at support, on which I believe there's a chance that price could just, like, you know, start pushing maybe upwards from here where we're at. But it broke below here, so our next support area would be somewhere around here, on which on the daily time frame, if this happens to go all the way down here, your price is like falling. That means the price is falling. So we'll just have to see what actually happens on that bigger time frame. But let me see what the smaller time frames are saying. Because with US 30, like, you know, I think one of the reasons that maybe it's been a while that I did execute a trade, then the last trades I traded were like somewhere around here, which is like maybe August, yeah, like 2 months ago. We are now in October, so 2 months ago was the last time I executed a trade on US 30. Or beginning of last month. I've been trading like consistently NASDAQ, because I believe there's what we call market conditions, and in different market conditions, find out that your strategy is not going to work well on maybe US 30. It's not going to be working well on US 30, but find out that it works well on US 100 during that market, not because of one to know, during that specific market condition. So all you have to do is either to adapt, change some specific things to adapt to that market condition, or you just need to look for something that's going to allow you to still continue trading that exact same way without having to tick a lot. So with US 30, I saw a lot of tweakings here and there. So I was like, no, I'm not too comfortable. Like, price would just show me this and then do this, they show me this and do this. And yeah, I would get profits here and there, but I would also take L's here and there. And I wasn't comfortable with the way I was taking L's. Obviously, L's are part of the game, but I wasn't comfortable with the way that I'll take L's. Like, I'll take so many L's and the trade would go in my direction. Like, it would literally just like stop handing me unnecessarily. And even though I've prepared for these, but the way it happened like more than what I've even tested, like in terms of back testing. So I had to just lay low a bit there. But yeah, even now, like you can see in terms of the daily time frame, it's either we still continue going down, or price will just show us where it's gonna go from here. But one thing that I like so far is that just by having my management line like this, I like having this line because it helps me be able to spot out these trades. So just by having it, the only thing that's gonna be happening now is if you're looking for sells, obviously you can have this be a support. Price is broken below, so whenever if price maybe comes back and like maybe test around this area being resistance or test around this management line here, it means that from now you can continue looking for those sellers and like just jumping on it on a trend. And like unlike selling now, let me show you something about selling now. Most people will just come and sell now where it is, and when they sell here, in general, when you sell here, your stop loss should be somewhere around here. First of all, see how around that is, and yeah, your take profit can be where you want to put it. But if you let it go a bit higher and then it confirms it goes a bit more down, then obviously you can put your stop loss and you can put your entry here. Then it will allow you to put your stop loss just above that area because you believe in that that's the lowest high, and then you can now see what I've done already. But risk reward, I'm playing a bit more with it, but that's just how you can go about looking at US30. Let me just see on the 60-minute if there's anything interesting. Let me just see. Let me remove this and see that's from the daily. Okay, yes, we had this impulse, we had this correction, we had this impulse similar to NASDAQ, but just that NASDAQ is more clearer compared to US30. So I'm seeing just price maybe play around here, and maybe somewhere around here we can see those sells to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for. But remember guys, even with this, it doesn't mean that it has to be like this. Remember, we were still on daily support, so price can just literally just go breakout, which means once it breaks out, it's a change of setup, which means that it's not, oh, we're still looking for sells. No, it's a change of setup. Now we are starting to look forward for buys, and then we are going to capitalize on that. So you need to be open. You need to be open in the markets with whatever the market tells you or shows you. You shouldn't just keep it on. Like now, I won't just say, since let's say US 100, I won't just say I say that I'm selling, take profit here and there, and then maybe the market does something like this. Remember, find out that you can do this, and then I didn't even place any trades because it didn't do what I wanted. Like it has to literally like come back, retest, give me the right confirmations for me to enter. Just because it went up, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna enter immediately. I'll wait for it to give me the right setups, and then maybe on top of that, let's see if it goes up, then maybe it does something. It presents a support somewhere else, or it starts to correct like in a specific way. Then maybe it breaks out, and then maybe there's a support which turns into resistance. From there, I'll start looking for buys on the spot, because you can see I'll start looking for buys. For me, it makes perfect sense. You understand? So you shouldn't just keep your mind to how kept things can be. You should also allow things to progress the way that you actually need them to progress. That way, you'll be able to just have a lot of fun trading, basically. Okay, let me just see. You have a lot of fun trading. Let me see GBPJPY. It's been a while also since I placed a trade on GBPJPY. So for the week, I think for the past 2 weeks, I've been executing only NASDAQ, and it's been moving well. But you remember GBPJPY, we spoke about this. So here, boom, it went down massively. Boom, went down. I didn't catch this though, but it went down massively here, and then went up, started playing around here. So I'm just coming back to it. Can see the price found some support here, it rejected, couldn't go below, and now I believe that there's a higher chance that we could be seeing price go all the way back up to here, previous resistance where it was at on the daily time frame, looking also at how the momentum of this bullish candlesticks are moving. So let me just go on the 4 hour so we are able to follow through with what's going on. My charts, I need to clean up my charts. This is like from previous months and weeks and years. Okay, this is on the daily. So here it makes perfect sense. We had this impulse correction, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and at the same time this higher low right here is on an area of support right here. Let me just go on the 60-minute. So on the 60-minute you can see that we had some sort of resistance here, boom, and right here. And obviously it went up, it went down, tested a beautiful test. If I was here, obviously I would take a buy here. My stop loss would be below here, on which maybe I would have been out by here. It's either I can put it here 45 pips. I was gonna put it actually, instead of putting it here. I would have said I would have put it here, but 120 pips, I'm not likely to have a stop loss this big. I was more likely gonna just leave it here, so it was gonna take me out. But looking at what happened afterwards, price just tested these areas. Maybe we could have seen another position right here. Depends on how active I was on the charts. If I was very active, obviously it means that I would have seen the setup, and then maybe I would have just cut this buy here on the next candle. Stop loss just above somewhere around here. Obviously I'll catch it more on the 5 to 15 minute time frame, which means that my stop loss is going to be much more better, and then take profit will be here. But now where we at, let us take a look at this area. Put this up right here. You can see this is our resistance zone right here, and obviously our support zone right here where we at. Okay, let me just do this, remove this support zone, which has a valid one, which is right here. Our valid support zone right here. So just by looking at these markets, so I can see that, okay, even if I may have my trend line right here, this is a bit too steep, on which if it's steep like this, there's a high chance that maybe price can come back down here, on which if it comes back down, it's either this is going to be seen as a double top, which means that we can still see price go down up until maybe these areas. But if it continues to push up in terms of the bullish momentum that it's now in, because I can see that now it's in a bullish momentum, like look at all of these spikes. If it does continue to maybe spike a bit more up, then I'm more likely to just wait for price to break above here, retest on a smaller time frame, like 5 minute type thing, get my entry here, and then go back up until here, take profit. So basically I'm more likely to have that buy, break above, retest, and then go back up, not just go up and then, because if let's say it just goes up, that means I was gonna buy here and then it goes up and then it goes down, then it takes me out. I want it to close above. Stop loss maybe 30 pips. I'm more likely to have a 25-30 pips, and take profit somewhere around here. So we'll observe that happening, but also a movement like this can as well happen. Depends on what it is that you actually want to execute in the market. A movement like this can actually happen, believing that once it does, it can also go down here. But this can also happen being like a day trade type move. But these moves you only be able to catch them like on the 15 minute time frame. On the 15 minute is where you'll be more likely to catch them, because looking at the markets, yes, now we are moving up and down, but it hasn't yet confirmed in terms of like a break to the upside or downside. I can see that yes, here we did bounce twice, but normally it should give us that touch in order of us to be able to enjoy the movements upwards. So if it does come back down here and then it continue going up, maybe you can sell, looking at it on a day trade type thing formation, can sell and then go down here if you're looking at it giving you a good risk compared to reward. But if that's not happening, then maybe you can wait for that other bigger buy right here, knowing that also the risk reward here is going to be much more great. 30 pip first take profit, which is here, but obviously we're trying to go for that 60 minute take profit, which is a bit more above here, just above here, 14% reward. So, but yeah, that's actually what I'm looking for on GBPJPY. And you guys have seen, like, the way that I look at the markets is much more different compared to how most people would look at them, because most people would just come in here and just buy when it's falling. So buy when really most people, like, when it drops, it's just buy, or like they just do things that it doesn't come with the system. And I highly believe that, when you're trading and when you're looking for that consistency in the markets, you need to be able to have a system. That system shouldn't promise to make you $1 million overnight or a lot of money. It's not just about the money that's being made. It's about having something that's specific that you can easily just implement in the markets daily. That's going to be able to help you get the outcomes that you want. This thing of maybe I want to make $100 a day and all those things, it's possible, yes, but it's much more better for you to look at it in a term of system-wise. Like if you have this specific system and you follow that system every day, obviously if the system gives you $100 a day, that means that if you're following that process, that system is going to allow you to receive or experience the outcome, which is that $100 a day. But let me not speak much. Hope you guys did get the value. Comment below, tell me what it is that you picked up that's very valuable from this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe. It's a very simple to be. I'll see you on the next YouTube video.